Hello everyone. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you the migration pathway, or actually migration of the MVC CRUD application, which has been written in ASP.NET Core 3.0 to the current ASP.NET 6 version as on recording this. So now the thing is, why do we migrate to ASP.NET 6 or the current version? Because the present version of ASP.NET Core 3.0, although it has lost its long-term support, but the code base is completely valid. The same code base without any change is going to be used for the ASP.NET 6 long-term support version. But in order to enjoy the advanced debugging facilities, hot reload, and many other advanced Visual Studio 2022 features, which even though you can open ASP.NET Core in Visual Studio 2022, but you'll not be able to use some of the features, all right? And you'll be using the latest version of C#, which is currently still the C# 10 version in ASP.NET 6. So let's switch over to what we are going to do today. So we'll clone the GitHub source code for the existing ASP.NET Core 3.0 from this GitHub repository. So let's go there. So this is the code. So if this is the repository, ASP.NET Core 30-MongoDB or -MongoDB, and if I click on code and then click on copy, that will be copied to my clipboard, and I will clone it over here. I'll just make a new folder quickly, MongoDB. And clone this git bash here and git clone. Let's see, this is a simpler path. All right, so let's double click this, MVC application complete, and then open this up and then click on the solution, double click on the solution, and let's see the fun. Right, see the magic, it has successfully, the solution has loaded both the projects. Okay, now before I move any further, let me tell you that I already have MongoDB Compass GUI installed, and I have already the customer database that will be forming the crux of this CRUD application, with the customers collection already there, and I can quickly show it to you how it looks like. So I've clicked on MongoDB Compass. So this is how the MongoDB Compass looks like. Expand it a little bit. Let me connect. Okay. So I've already created this databases, customer database, and I have got this customers collection. All right. Let's see what it holds. It has got 2 documents. We'll be reading about the documents later, but this is a NoSQL database. MongoDB will be working, and it's not a relational database unlike MySQL or Microsoft SQL. So it has got you can insert the documents within a collection. You can create collection and you can insert documents within the collection. It has got 2 documents. Okay, and if you look into the customer database, you can create another collection. Okay. So I have got this customers collection, so I'll be working with that in the rest of the course. So let's close this. So even if I close this window, it will still be running. I mean, I can still fetch the data, do the updates, deletes, everything. Okay, as we'll see quickly. Just follow me. All right. So what I am going to do is let me show you the project file, how it looks like. So this is the target framework .NET Core App 3.2. The first thing that I need to change is to change the NET Core App 3.0 to this net 6.0. okay, save this. All right, now let me tell you what are the next steps. The next step is I'll have to check for all the package references, NuGet package. So this is the item group. It has all the existing NuGet packages that I need to first delete and replace it by the current version for ASP.NET. So let's go to the NuGet package manager, manage NuGet package, and these are the installed ones. So I've found in an earlier trial run that I cannot possibly update it straight from here. I can show you if I try to update. This is update to version. So okay, let me try. I accept. So it is still showing 5 to 7. Okay, so I will keep on uninstalling these versions one by one, all of these packages, and I have to reinstall the current version suitable, compatible for ASP.NET 6. But let me first delete all of them. But how do I remember which packages were there? Because the this project file would also have changed. So I'll have to make a note. I'll have to copy somewhere all of these existing NuGet packages, and then after clearing all these packages, I'll have to reinstall the current version. So there is no need to memorize. You cannot memorize anyway. So I've already done that, copied all these package references. Okay. So let me first delete them one by one, and I will come back after deleting. All right. So one of them is deleted. I'll just show a couple of them. Just click on this cross icon and it comes up with preview changes, and then okay, then two of them have been removed. So I will quickly uninstall or delete these packages, but remember again, I have already made a record of what I am going to install, which are these packages. Okay, so version name will automatically be suggested to you, but you need to search it through this ones. Okay, so delete it. So only a few are remaining. So just to quickly show, I have stopped it in between. So now only 3 NuGet packages are left, and so it is item group is showing 3 package references. Okay, so it is automatically deleted from here as you delete, keep on deleting. So you can see this one. So now this will showing only 2. Okay, so I will come back after deleting both of them again. Here now I have come back, clean slate. None of the NuGet packages which were earlier installed are anymore installed. So no packages found, and it is compatible with this. All right. Now I have to keep looking for, browsing for these packages, the latest version. Okay. So I will show you a couple of them, and then I'll come back after completing the process. Okay. So the first one was this one, Microsoft.ASP.NET.MVC. So let me search the current version, this one, and then install it. I should be able to install it successfully. So click on OK, click on accept. So this is already installed, because you can uninstall it and you can look into this tab. This is already installed. So similarly, I'll have to install all of them, and I will come back after installing all of them and I will show you. So this is only one package is installed so far. So I am nearly 1/3 way. So 3 packages are already installed, and you can look into the project file. So it shows all of these packages installed with the current version. Okay, so this is the latest stable version. Just quickly, so with the Microsoft.Entity Framework Core.SQL Server, I've got a pre-release version, but this is for ASP.NET 7, which is going to be released soon, next month. But don't worry about that. When that stage comes, I will again update it to migrate it to ASP.NET 7. But at least for a couple of months or so, we'll keep it with ASP.NET 6, which is good enough, stable enough. Okay, so here I will look for the latest stable, that is 6.0.10, and I will install this one. And I accept. Now, within the installed ones, you should have four of them. So I have now installed all of the new Git packages with the latest version, and you can see there are 9 packages and all are to their latest version, which is compatible with ASP.NET 6. So actually now that's it. At this stage it is as good as having been converted. I can show you that this will run in ASP.NET 6. However, I'll have to do some cosmetic changes. Okay, so first let me show you that this is working as it is, but since you can see that this is all over the place, it is ASP.NET Core 3 CRUD sample, this project name, another project name is the data access, ASP.NET Core 3 CRUD sample.data access. So, and also the solution. The solution with both the projects contain the Net Core 3, which is the misnomer, which doesn't look nice because I've been able to migrate it into ASP.NET 6. So I have to make changes to the solution. I have to rename the solution as well as both the projects. But in keeping with the changed names, I have to do quite a bit of a change, which I will share with you. Okay, because I'll have to change all the namespaces in all the classes in both the projects to reflect the ASP.NET 6 in both the projects, otherwise it will not build. So I will come back again. Now, in the line with my statement earlier, that there is no clear pathway, or if I have not said, I am saying it now, that ASP.NET Core 3.0 cannot directly be converted or migrated to ASP.NET 6 without encountering a few problems. So when I started this application, it came back with so many errors, even though when I said that it has been migrated to ASP.NET 6 already after changing the project target framework and all the new Git packages to the latest version, there still remains quite a few errors. So I will analyze in front of you. So let's take one of the errors side by side. So this is actually when it is grayed, as opposed to using statement with dark black. That means these are unnecessary usings. These are not used. So let us remove them. Okay, and then we'll deal with all these errors on its merit. Okay, so let's see what it says. There's a light bulb icon. Generate type install package Microsoft.extension.options. Use local version 6.0. Okay. Install with package manager. Okay. Let's use this one. Let's see. All right, it has gone great. Now 18 errors out of 21, and then let's double click this, and this one is saying remove unnecessary using. Again, it was unnecessary. And this one, let's see, what is this light bulb icon saying? Install package Microsoft system.component model.annotations. Install with find and install the latest version. Install with package manager. Okay, any of these. Rather system.component model.annotations. So I have installed system.component model.data annotations, so that is also gone. Now only, oh wow, only one error is there. So this DLL could not be found. All right, that I can handle. So what I'm going to do is, let us see, show all files. So this is the data access. So this is the bin folder. Let us delete this. It is not required at the moment. So delete this. Okay. Delete from everyone. Let's try clean the solution to succeeded and then rebuild the solution. So rebuild all succeeded. Wow. So let's run this application without debugging, without changing the solution and project name and the namespaces. So just to show you that it should work, because we've already converted it into ASP.NET 6 with this statement target framework and all these changes to the NuGet package. So I just wanted to show before doing those cosmetic changes. Okay, so just click this, start without debugging, Control plus F5. Wow, so it works really. It does work, and we have in the ASP.NET 6 framework, you are able to update it. Johnston Green, whatever, you can change the name, you can change the age or salary and save it, and it will be all changing. And you can also delete this customer, you can create a new customer. Okay, whatever customer ID you'd like to give, 3 Mr. Brown. $35. Okay, so Mr. Brown is also created. Okay, so that means it works. However, as I told you, this is in the bad taste, so I need to change everything to reflect that it is a indeed ASP.NET 6 solution. So I will do some renaming and I will come back afterwards to show you some further errors which we will be also tackling, okay, for the full migration without any flaws and which looks good to the eyes. So I found a name for the solution in these two projects. That's why I wanted to share with you. The simplest name that you can think of is, without changing much, so MongoDB.ASP. You can rename the solution like this. Okay, so rather than ASP.NET Core 3, you can just simply say ASP.NET 6. And don't put any .0 something like that, because that might end up in some error. Okay, so just simple ASP.NET 6 CRUD sample, just rename it and then rename it accordingly to rename these projects. Rename again. Okay, this two projects to ASP.NET 6 CRUD sample and rename this to ASP.NET 6 CRUD sample.data access. Okay. Now at this point, with the name change to the solution and the renaming of both the projects, our job, you can say, the migration work is finished and let's run it. But I will come back again because there's some cosmetic changes that still remain to be done, which is, once you run the application, we'll come to know. So see, this MongoDB.ASP.NET Core 3 CRUD sample, and in this footer also MongoDB.ASP.NET Core 3 CRUD sample, it looks in bad taste again. So what you can do is, come back to the project and let's first kill this browser. Okay, and then take the Visual Studio back, come back to Visual Studio, and let's see this Let's see the index.cshtml. So MongoDB. So this is there is a shared folder and layout file. So this is coming from the layout file. So view data title MongoDB.ASP.NET Core 3 CRUD sample, and this appears at a few places, at this 2 places. So let's change this to rather than Core 3, again it is ASP.NET 6, in keeping with the project name MongoDB.ASP.NET 6 CRUD sample. Okay, and then let us change it here to save it. And now if we run this application without debugging, start without debugging, you still have MongoDB.ASP.NET CRUD 3 sample, and here it has changed. So let's see what is the error, why this has not changed. So this title MongoDB.ASP.NET Core 3 CRUD sample, it comes from here. Switch over to the code. This comes from a nav bar. Okay, so here also it needs to be changed. I have changed it over here. So this title has been changed. So if you look into this, so title is still index MongoDB.ASP.NET 6 CRUD sample. So that's fine. Okay, but from here it needs to be changed by changing this markup over here. So if I change it to ASP.NET 6, save it, and then rerun this application again, so now it has changed to ASP.NET 6 CRUD sample, and footer has also changed, and title was changed earlier. So far so good. Now there are some things you can leave it at that, but if you are very you can say perfectionist, and you think that why it is still running even if I have changed the solution name as well as the project name, and I have not changed anything else. I haven't changed the namespaces, like for these classes, home controller, the namespaces are still MongoDB.ASP.NET Core 3 CRUD sample.controllers, and for example, in the data access project, customer.cs still has access to this namespace, old namespace, because you see namespaces are here within the classes to organize code. Okay, so basically it doesn't matter whether you call this .NET 6 CRUD sample or .NET Core 3 CRUD sample, but it needs to be consistent. So if you need to change this just for the look and feel of it, just to feel good, then all you need to do is to replace this part of the this particular snippet, Control F, look for this in the entire solution. So wherever there is .NET Core 3 CRUD sample, you just replace it with .NET 6 CRUD sample. So in the entire solution, just if you see find all, so it is there at many places. Now you have the choice of replacing one by one manually, or you can just look for this replace all, find all, and then so you have found this markup snippet .NET Core 3 CRUD sample, and you need to replace all of them with .NET 6 CRUD sample. So you can do either replace next on, or replace all. So let's do replace all. Let's see what happens. At the most, we'll have to take control and do it manually again. So replace all. So now I could not find net core 3 CRUD sample, but if I look for this snippet, let me close this. Okay, so ASP.NET 6 CRUD sample dot data access. Oh, okay, so this part, I think it, because I did it automatically replace all, which is not a very good way of doing it, so it may have messed up the things. So let's build this project. Try to build this first, clean it, although cleaning is not necessary, but anyway I cleaned it just in case, and then build the solution. If everything is fine, it should build. So the solution also built. That's fine. So that means all the namespaces have been changed with the corresponding ASP.NET 6. Okay, and if you look into customer repository in a different project, in the other project, class library project, here also it is changed. Customer context, everything is changed with one shot, with find all and replace all with a particular word. So now if you run this application for the last time with all these cosmetic and necessary changes, it should work. So it is working with the title change and the footer change and the title for this index view already having changed. So our migration from ASP.NET Core 3.0 or 3.0 to ASP.NET 6 is pretty much successful. Now, before closing this lecture, ending this lecture, let me just reconfirm our findings with the list of customer by opening up this MongoDB Compass GUI and connecting to the database Mongo server and looking at our customer database and our customers collection. And let us just match, this has got customer ID 1 with Johnston Greeny, age 39 and salary 6785. And then the other customer ID 2 with William McIndoe and age 46 and this salary 5687. So whatever we have been doing is actually we are pushing it to the MongoDB server through and retrieving the list from with the help of MongoDB Compass GUI. And we can also actually do many things. We can do the updates and deletes also from here. We can delete this record, remove document, we can clone document, we can copy document, and we can even update the document. Okay, edit the document. So supposing if you want to edit here, say supposing age, okay, and if you want to change the age, say 46 to 49, okay, and then update. All right, so document is updated now. If you refresh it, it's 49. So we have been able to successfully also see how the Compass GUI reflects our changes on the CRUD application that is being shown on the browser.